Good morning, everybody, and it is now part two. I told you there's going to be 5 parts, and this is part two from yesterday, and it is going to be about resetting and restoring your energy after a draining week. It involves addressing both physical and emotional fatigue. Let's start with emotional and mental restoration. It's called a digital detox. What does that mean? Well, you're looking at me right now, right? This is digital. But mostly it has to do with the iPhones or the Androids and the time spent playing on those. Like, have you really ever seen like I have an iPhone, right? Back off, okay, Android people. I have an iPhone, and it tells me how much screen time I used. And I'm like, well, when did I do that? I don't remember doing that. It takes way too much time out of your life. Back in the day, and I'm 63. Okay, so back in the day when I was a kid, there were no phones. You just went outside and played. That was the extent of it. You could pretend you have a phone, maybe talking to your shoe, something like that. Digital detox. Digital detox is very important. What you need to do to reset yourself, limit screen time, especially social media. We won't go into which social medias they are. Take a break from information overload. Are you kidding me right now? I know people that watch the news for 7 to 8 hours. Are you serious right now? Do you need to know that much? No. Okay, so information overload. And then when they're done watching the news on television, they'll read about it on their phone. It's very important to take a break from information overload. You should try guided meditation. Deep breathing, or even mindful walks. It could be on the beach. It could be in the woods, in the forest, however you want to put it. There are some apps, but then I'm going back to screen time. But there are some apps like Headspace or Insight Timer can help. Journaling is a good way. I personally do not do a lot of journaling, but I do journaling in my head. But journaling, I find from a lot of my clients here that it helps them write down what's been draining you, and for the positive part, what you're grateful for. You'll be surprised. You may find out that the thing that is draining you, like we talked about yesterday, you can release. And you might find out, believe it or not, there's a lot of things that you're grateful for. Unclutter your mind. Now, for some of you, I know that's really difficult to do. To shut your mind off. To think about nothing. Nothing is that important to drain you. Spend time with people who lift your spirits. Why would you want to spend time with people who drain you? Spend time with people who lift your spirits. Extremely important. Give yourself permission to be alone if that's what you really need. We had done a podcast recently with Natasha regarding her alone time. This is the same thing. Give permission to be alone if that's what you really need. And this is where I'm going to repeat myself again. Nature time, a walk in the woods or a sit by the water or just time outside can reset that nervous system. It actually works. Walk on the beach. Listen to the waves. Listen to the birds. It's amazing. It'll calm you down. It'll make you relax. It will reset you. The other part comes up with physical restoration. Now, I don't know about you, but I have interrupted sleep at nighttime when I actually go to bed. The best time of my sleeping is on the couch. I don't know why, but I do not sleep well other than maybe having a Bichon laying on my legs all night, even when we put a bed on there. But that's okay. I'm grateful for that. I am. I love my little puppy, my little Jasper. So, sleep recovery. You should prioritize getting about 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Yeah, I know, that's easier said than done, right? Not everybody needs 8 hours. But I have to start off with the premise that I'm going to get 8 hours of sleep. I have this phobia of being late anywhere. I find that to be a positive, not negative, by the way. But I do. I have this phobia of being late. So anytime I may see a bit of sunlight, today was 5:45, I'm up. I can't sleep. Oh no. What happens if I oversleep? Oversleep for what? I own the store. I'm not going to fire myself. I just can't be late. Something that my dear old dad drummed into my head. Don't ever be late. Always plan enough time that you're going to get a flat tire. I'm like, oh, really? That's a really positive way of thinking about things, Dad. But really, it did instill. Even when I was working for Marriott, yeah, I was early. Took time to drink my coffee, to live my dream, to say hello to my friends. Things like that. But sleep recovery. Try to get 8 hours of uninterrupted sleep. Now, what is uninterrupted sleep? Is that REM sleep? I don't necessarily believe that you're going to get 8 hours of REM. I don't know anybody that gets that much. One thing that I can do, which is really cool, is if I am dreaming about something, I can wake up. At 63, of course, you have to go and take care of the water that you drank. But when I go back to bed, I can actually continue that same dream. Everybody can do it. That will be talking about that on tomorrow with astral projection. Shh. I let it out of the bag. Wake up. So after you get that sleep, right, I want you to try to wake up at a consistent time each day. Does that sound routine? Absolutely. But you're training yourself. So I've trained myself. I automatically will wake up. Even if I went to bed at 4 in the morning, I know I'm going to wake up at 5:45. When the clocks change, so does the time I wake up. As soon as there is any sort of daylight, even if I pull the shades down, I'm up. Try gentle movement. Instead of intense workouts, bench pressing, 300 or squatting 400 or doing curls with 100 pounds. Instead of the intense workouts, why don't you try some yoga or stretching or a light walk. You don't have to run, although I used to run when I was back in the day. I used to love running. But you don't have to run. Walk. You can walk and relax. Listen to the noises. Watch the massive birds flying over you, but make sure that you don't get hit with one of them. Stretching or a light walk helps circulation and reduces physical stress. All those things help your circulation and reduce physical stress. The other thing to recharge yourself, hydration and nutrition. Hydration and nutrition are extremely important. Don't wake up and have yourself one of those candy bars that say they're healthy for you. Try scanning one of those. 0 out of 100. Drink plenty of water every day, every night. Drink plenty of water to stay hydrated. Great for your skin too, by the way. It just flushes everything out. Eat nourishing foods. Last night, if you guys don't know what this is, sorry, but last night I had escarole, cannellini beans. It was delicious. I had some pasta with it, but guess what? Tricked you all. It was chickpea pasta. Actually lowers your blood sugar. Google it. Greens, healthy fats, lean protein, and whole grains. There's a bread out there. I'm not going to say it on the air, but there is a bread out there that's just absolutely amazing for you. It is 100 out of 100 on the app that I have on my phone. Everybody's wondering what the app is. Call the store and find out. 772-678-6170. It's an awesome app. Take a hot bath or a sauna. Warm water relaxes muscles and promotes circulation. Yeah, that's right. We're in Florida. Most of the water is warm. When it gets to June and July, it's absolutely, I always feel better getting out of the pool. Even the ocean, come July and August, is very warm. It's like bath water. It's great. It promotes circulation. Take a dip into the ocean, by the way. So have you ever really gone into the ocean with a little cut on you, right? And when you come out, it looks like it's already starting to heal. It's amazing. God must have done that for a reason. Because the next thing I'm going to say is add some Epsom salts, essential oils for extra benefit to that bath. Don't do it to the sauna unless it's your own sauna. I think you'll get in trouble. Get a massage or body work. It helps release stored tension and promotes a relaxing nervous system. You want to be able to relax. You want to be able to go back on Monday knowing, wow, I'm ready for another week because I recharged myself. Limit stimulants. Avoid caffeine. Sugar and alcohol. if you've been relying on them all week. Some people are like, oh no, I'm not getting rid of my coffee. Well, I don't use sugar in here, and I don't use milk in here. It's just black. 1 cup of coffee is not bad. 8 cups of coffee, and you guys know who you are out there. Don't tell me you're not. 8 cups of coffee is not good for you. Limit your stimulants. Avoid the caffeine, sugar, alcohol. If you've been relying on it all week, let your system rebalance naturally. Unstructured time. Everybody seems like, what the hell? What is unstructured time? It is going back to Natasha when she did the podcast over here, the unstructured time. Leave part of your weekend unscheduled to just be. To just be. Many rituals create a Sunday night full of ritual. Tea, candle, relaxing, music, to signal rest and reset. Set intentions for the next week. It's not a to-do list, by the way. Just your intentions. What you want to accomplish. That's part of the journaling. What do you want to accomplish next week? Write it down. Manifest it. You are good enough. You can do it. You can have that amazing week. Set intentions. But don't let it be a to-do list. Don't put pressure on yourself. What would you like to accomplish is different than a to-do list. Those are the things that people can use, and those are the tools that people can use to recharge themselves. So when they go back to work, hey, listen, if you don't have the weekend off, whatever your last day is, and then the 2 days off. And if you don't have 2 days off, you can still do it with 1 day off. If you don't have any days off, well, that's tough. No, I'm only kidding. You can still do these. Find time to do it. Take time for yourself. You are enough. You're worth it. Smile. Laugh. Make somebody else smile and laugh. It's contagious. I'm telling you. Try to do that just for 1 week. Listen to the video. Try it. I think that you'll be pleasantly surprised at the results that you will get. God bless. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day.